Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this very special virtual benefit concert. I'm Grace Browning. This is the wonderful Heather Holmquist, and we are so thrilled to be able to play for you today. Although we wish that you could be here in this beautiful space with us, we will be singing with and playing for you some of our favorite songs, and we're so privileged to be able to bring the gift of music to you in these times. So first of all, thank you so much for tuning in, and a huge thank you to Third Presbyterian and their amazing staff for making this live stream possible. So we're going to kick off tonight with a cycle of 3 French songs by Ronaldo Hahn, which Heather will tell you more about.
Yeah, the 3 songs that we'll be performing tonight are by Ronaldo Hahn. The first one is called Si mes vers avaient des ailes, which is, if my verses or my poems had wings, here's what they would do. And they'll do 3 things. The first thing, they would fly to your beautiful garden, wings like a bird. They would fly to your laughing home, if my verses had wings like a spirit. And then if my verses had wings, they would come night and day, wings like love. So imagine that these verses are flying to each and every one of your homes right now, from here, us to you, through technology. The second one, Grace is laughing at me. The second one is called A Cloris, which is a love song. The whole effect is basically if I had the opportunity to go to heaven or to stay on earth here with you, I would rather choose you over heaven. And the third one is L'heure exquise, the exquisite hour. And this is painting the picture of the moon shining over the branches at night, and how the moonbeams are just creating this beautiful, effervescent, ethereal place. So, Ronaldo Hahn for you.
Si mes vers
Oh, what a great way to start off the evening. Nothing like a peu de français, mais oui. Next up, we're going to share one of our favorite opera arias. So I play here at the RPO during the year, and in the summers, I play in the Santa Fe Opera. So once I caught the opera bug, I just couldn't help but keep finding sopranos everywhere I went. So what's been really fun as Heather and I work together is finding so many pieces, whether it's from operas or lieder or art songs, and transcribing them for harp. Not many of these pieces were originally written for harp. In fact, it's only a few, just the two pieces we're doing from the Britain later on. So it's fun for me because as we play this Rusalka aria for you, it's a way for me to basically try to pretend that I'm the whole orchestra. But what's nice is that this opera, Rusalka, it does actually feature a really beautiful harp part, so you'll hear that in the very beginning. So this piece is called Song to the Moon, and Rusalka is basically the story of The Little Mermaid. So this is basically the equivalent of when she's saying, I want to be where the people are. We actually thought about putting that on this recital too. But there's definitely a longing there and a yearning to be in another place, and that's something I think we can all relate to right now. So please enjoy this beautiful Song to the Moon by Dvorak.
Our next set is a set by Benjamin Britten. So we have three pieces. The first is called Lemedy, and the second one, At the Mid-Hour of Night. These are our two pieces that were originally conceptualized for voice and harp. Benjamin Britten had a harpist friend who he would often write for. I think his name was Ocean Ellis. See, she knows. She's the professional here. So these are the two that were originally conceived for harp, but I believe that Britten always had a harp in mind, even when he was composing for voice and piano, because the third piece, is a familiar tune, "'Tis the Last Rose of Summer." It's so incredibly idiomatic for the harp that it was like a dream to just switch over the piano score into a harp setting. And so if you look at a lot of other of Britten's pieces, I think that a lot of them could easily fit into the harp hands. But these are our three favorites. So without further ado, Lemedy, which is a bright young love song, At the Mid-Hour of Night, which is a farewell piece. It's a person who is mourning a lost one, who, I get choked up just thinking about it, who believes that they can still hear that loved one's voice on the wind. And then the third one, well, The Last Rose of Summer, you know how it goes.
Hello, my name is Rachel Norton, and I'm the Director of Stewardship, Development, and Communications here at Third Presbyterian Church. The most important thing that I have to say this evening is thank you. Thank you to everyone watching at home for being here with us. Thank you to the technology volunteers helping to stream this into your living rooms. And most importantly, of course, thank you to Heather and Grace for sharing such beautiful music with us all. I have to tell you that this entire recital was the brainchild and labor of love of these two incredible musicians. As a fundraiser for this organization, I wish I could take credit for the idea to hold a benefit concert, but I can't. It is pure passion that inspired these two to propose the idea, and I am blown away by their dedication to this community and their willingness to volunteer their talent to benefit all of us. What a testament to the value this place has in people's lives. One would normally expect to purchase a ticket in order to attend such a fabulous concert, but tonight we are making this music available for free to all. In return, I would ask everyone who is able to please make a contribution to support the mission and ministry of Third Church. Your donation will help us to continue the work that we do in the community, including tutoring children in the Rochester City School District, housing homeless families through the Rochester Interfaith Hospitality Network, offering material aid to folks struggling to remain housed, providing meals and groceries 3 times per week to people experiencing food insecurity. Your donation will also help us maintain this beautiful space, allowing us to continue hosting concerts and cultural events open to the whole community. A link to our giving page appears in this live stream's description and in your program, and will be in the live chat as soon as I leave this lectern. You can also donate at our website, which is thirdpresbyterian.org at the Give tab. This is also a good moment for me to suggest that you might want to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to stream content like this in the future. Again, thanks to you all for joining us in this beautiful music, a moment of solace during a fearful and lonely time.
Now for a slight change of pace. Another one of our favorite arias is Musetta's Waltz from Puccini's La Bohème. It features Musetta, who is a lovely lady who knows it. And this is the aria she sings to the person she's been flirting with, saying, "Obviously you can tell that I'm beautiful. When I walk down the street, everyone can tell. So get with the program already."
Such a fun one. Who can resist Musetta? So next we are going to play a set of 3 songs by Richard Strauss. Again, these were originally for voice and piano. Some of them have been orchestrated as well. They're absolutely gorgeous. And we love playing the 3 together because they all sort of show different snippets of love. So the first one is Ich schwebe. Took me about 2 years to learn how to say that properly. Ich schwebe is I float, and it's sort of demonstrating that initial phase of love, that fluttery, beautiful infatuation, and it's very, very happy. The second one is more about the longing, die Nacht, and how night takes the love away from me, you know, and the yearning. And then the final piece, Morgen, is more about the longer lasting love, the love that is unconditional and everlasting. And Heather will share some of the really, really beautiful lyrics with you.
I couldn't help but just read some of this poetry. It's some of the most beautiful poetry in existence. The first one, Ich schwebe wie auf Engel schwingen. I float like angels' wings, the earth hardly beneath my feet. Ringing in my ears, I hear a sound like my lover's farewell. It resounds so lovely, gentle and soft. It speaks so shyly, so hesitant and pure. Lightly, the echoing melody lulls me into a blissful dream. Die Nacht is a beautiful encapsulation of noticing how the sunset makes all of the colors fade from the earth. And similar to that sunset, I worry that seeing you will disappear. So the poetry, Die Nacht, out of the forest enters the night. Out of the trees it creeps quietly, looking about in wide circles. Now be careful. All the lights of this world, all the flowers, all the colors, it extinguishes the sheaves stolen from the field. The shrubs are plundered, come closer, soul to soul. Oh, the night I fear will steal you from me as well. And then Morgen, maybe the best poem of them all. And tomorrow the sun will shine again, and on the road that I travel, we, the lucky ones, will become one again, in the middle of this sun-breathing earth. And to the shore, the wide and blue-waved shore, we will descend quietly and slowly. Silently, we will look each other in the eye, and together, the silence of happiness will lay upon us.
Well, as we approach our final piece for the evening, Beau Soir by Debussy, we thought we'd take you back and tell you about when we really first met, which was actually right here at church. I get to sing in the Third Presbyterian Chancel Choir, and Heather is our amazing section leader, choral scholar. So we became fast friends right back there. And one day we were actually hanging out after a big service with Peter Dubois.
It was a large work that we do. Third Presbyterian Church puts on 2 large works per year, and we decided after one of them to just kind of get together for a little gathering at Grace's place.
A little harpy hour, as I like to say.
A little harpy hour.
Terrible.
And we were just talking about, singing and playing, and I was like, it'd be really fun to sing some songs with harp sometime, because I'm always looking for people to collaborate with. And Grace was like, well, actually, and she disappears to her room and comes back with a 3-inch binder just full of arrangements for voice and harp. And I was like, okay.
Gold mine.
Let's do it. And so she's like, do you know this one by Debussy? It's called Beau Soir. And I was like, I sang that on my senior recital. Yes, I know that piece. And so we're kind of coming full circle, and we're going to do that one for you right now.
It's such a classic, and again, we're so grateful to be a part of the Third Presbyterian community. Especially, I just moved to Rochester last year, and as a single person, and everyone here just greeted me so warmly, and this is like my extended family. So we're so grateful for your support. So here it is, a little Beau Soir. Thank you.
We assume that you are clapping wildly in your living rooms right now, standing up and down, hollering and cheering. So with that image of ours in our heads, we're going to assume that you want an encore.
Encore! Well, and today, March 31st, is actually a very special day, as it is Bach's birthday. In fact, he turns 335 today. So, bravo, Bach, you are still young as ever. So we just wanted to play for you a quick Ave Maria. This is the arrangement by Gounod that he arranged on top of Bach's very beautiful prelude in C originally. And a quick story about this because it's so fascinating. All of these preludes, the well-tempered clavier, which is basically Bach's big major work in his early days, he wrote this entire book when he was, get this, in jail. That's right. Bach had a pretty rude employer, and when he tried to leave this position, he was jailed. And it was only supposed to be for like a day or two, but something happened, and for some reason he was there for a month. Poor guy. So it was during this month that he wrote the entire Well-Tempered Clavier. So it sort of just shows that even when you're in a dark place, you can create beautiful, beautiful things. So here's to you, Bach. Cheers. And thanks again to everyone out there listening. Much love.